Welcome.
I looks awkwardly at. We're back, as you can tell by the decor, the things on our heads, the candle. It's Halloween! Almost. It's Spooktober.
It's Spooktober. It's
yeah,
spooky season.
It's my favorite time of the year. Start singing Christmas songs. First of all, you may notice that my nose is brighter than Rudolph himself. Yeah, I came down with a little bit of a sickness, and I blew my nose about 1 million times just today. So, we're going on.
I did not. I am not sick.
Yet. Yet.
Disgusting.
So, today, we figured we'd do 2 October episodes, since we are not great about putting these things out, but we still enjoy it.
No schedule.
No schedule. We say, I'm gonna put this out now.
But you get 2 spooky episodes.
2 spooky episodes.
Sorry if my hat keeps hitting the light.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot. There's these, these tats,
These tats, baby.
These hats are tall.
And top heavy.
They're very festive though, so I appreciate them.
Yeah, Speiders.
For this one, we are Good Witch, Bad Witch. We like to coordinate.
We are just witch with a B.
Witch with a... Oh, I didn't get it. That went over my head. And we have special guest Winifred.
Winifred.
Yes, she's a cat I bought.
Cat.
Sponsored by Michaels.
Sponsored by Michaels.
And this cool candle that changes colors that we're going to set in front of our mic and not burn the camper down. So,
Alright.
I hope the heater's not too loud. Otherwise, you can just like... in the background. Otherwise, there's like noise outside anyway, so I never really have an issue with that.
No.
We're cold. It's like,
Don't
it's
judge it.
October.
It's cold, dude.
We're in the middle of a cornfield. It's cold.
It's the middle of Illinois.
Yeah. Actually, it was kind of spooky outside. Like,
I'm
quit
so sorry.
looking at it.
I keep hitting
You're
it.
gonna like keep looking out of the corner of your eye.
I'm sorry.
We came out here and it was like the clouds and the moon is very set the mood spooky. Like the leaves were like rolling across the ground and the
werewolves
wind.
are out.
Oh, that was a good assumption. But today we figured we set the mood a little high and talk about some people that did some things.
Serial killers.
Some serial killers.
C-E-A-R.
They killed Tony the Tiger.
Wait, C-E-R. Wait, I don't know how to spell.
I was gonna make a joke about cold cereal killing hot cereal. Does anybody know what hot cereal is anymore?
Do you just...
Malto meal was like a hot cereal. That was like the only hot cereal.
Do you heat it up?
Yeah. It's like wheat.
Sorry.
Comment below.
I don't like milk anyway at all, ever. So.
It was almost like oatmeal, but like grittier.
Okay.
I don't know. We should get trying malto meal for the first time. My grandpa really likes it. We had to ship it down to him.
It's like, give me more Malta.
Malto meal. I don't know. Nobody eats hot cereals anywhere. It's all about the cold.
Because it's weird.
Cold cereal. Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Do you put your cereal in first or milk first?
Oh, yeah. Starting off, only serial killers put their milk in first and then the cereal.
Yeah.
Proven fact.
Proven facts.
I like
Brought to you by Wikipedia.
Brought to you by Wikipedia. Oh yeah, majority of the information. We're gonna talk about highlights of the serial killers and maybe discuss about.
We're not doing that Ted Bundy stuff, so
no.
Get off.
Is it 1 minute in yet? I looked at my iPad to figure out the 1 minute because it's
we're at 4 minutes.
Fuck Ted Bundy. I can swear now.
Fuck Ted Bundy.
Fuck Ted Bundy. He's probably looking down looking up from wherever he is.
Is he dead?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he dead?
Well, maybe that should be our first Google fact check. Is Ted Bundy dead?
I thought he was still life in prison, but I don't know.
Oh.
Because when they say, you're on death row, you're on there for, 18 years.
Yeah, a long time. I have an iPad for Googling purposes. You have your phone. My phone is what you're doing right now. You're on my phone.
You're on your phone.
On my phone. We got a new tripod, but it's not exactly a tripod. It's more like a unipod.
Yeah.
It's one. We got it at clearance from Walmart. It's one bendy wire that sticks up, and it's currently sitting on a dish rack. Don't buy cheap shit from Walmart.
Don't.
Is Ted Bundy? I like my emoji choices. Ted Bundy dead. Alive. Death row. Dead. Google.
Dead.
That'd be fun to play. Ted Bundy. Death. Date. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Death. Oh, he died a long time ago.
What are you
1989. I don't know.
age 42 when he died. Good. He's in Florida. Everything crazy happens in Florida. Charles Manson.
Everyone's on crack in Florida.
That guy looks
Shout out to
scary.
y'all!
Shout out to my Florida viewers.
Our
There's
Florida mans.
Florida mans and Florida kids.
Teenagers.
Oh yeah, teenage Florida, successor to Florida man.
He RKO'd an alligator again.
We love memes. Okay.
Anyway.
Carol Ann Boone, former spouse. Fuck Ted Bundy. Everybody likes to talk about, oh, I'm so into serial killers. Ted Bundy's kind of hot. Wrong.
Incorrect.
Ted Bundy's like the least interesting serial killer you could ever come across.
Yeah.
Because everybody's only interested in him because Netflix did that thing on him, and...
But the police, like, during that time were so incompetent.
His
girlfriend was like, I think my boyfriend might be literally killing people. Oh well. And the police were like, no, no.
No, he's too handsome. You think
He's
that
too
was
handsome.
It? He's too handsome to kill people.
Handsome.
No, fuck Ted Bundy. Nobody
Right.
cares. He was like, there's no mystery. Like, it's just the only reason he kept...
Yeah.
I feel bad for, like, the people that he killed, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I'm saying here.
Yeah, like,
But,
respects to the families and stuff, but...
But, like, you guys could have done a way better job of catching him. He wasn't sneaky.
I thought you were gonna say you guys could have done a way better job of killing people.
He could have done way better with his death count. Where he didn't even kill, like... No.
Anyway.
Fuck Ted Bundy.
Fuck Ted Bundy, that's
He wasn't
moral
even
of the
that
story.
good.
He wasn't
Even that good. Like, it's not...
He
like,
wasn't even that good of a serial killer.
It's not interesting. It's frustrating. That's what it
Yeah.
is. It's frustrating because you're like, why hasn't he been... I'm gonna shake the whole table. Why hasn't he been caught earlier when you let him run around and kill people because you were being dumb?
He literally was... He was
No
pretty
mystery.
sloppy.
Sloppy. Ooh.
And
Okay.
the police were like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Who is it? Who it be?
I just become self-aware of my posture. You do that.
Sorry.
I was like, I'm self-aware now.
Okay.
I would have heard.
Should we get into it?
Yeah, you did the research on all this. You have a list or something?
Yeah, I have a list of people.
Oh, wait.
There's
Never mind.
there's one person on here that they don't... I did one person on here that hasn't, like, no one's figured out who the murderer was. But it's...
What do you mean?
It's the Cleveland torso murderer. They don't know who
so
it
who
was.
but we know about the murder.
Mm.
Okay, I have John Wayne Gacy, like, pulled up
Yeah.
in this people search.
He's
for
the
us,
first
so
person.
this is called Google Search Serial Killer Game, where you tap on
Game.
serial killers and you learn about them. It's
I
all
was,
about learning
I was
here.
doing research
I'm
in the library at
top
school
heavy
today,
work.
so I was really worried that people were gonna think I was crazy.
Yeah, you're
I was
like,
I'm not, I swear.
How did he kill? Tell me more about this man. Okay, this guy, interesting because he was biased. Like, we're obviously in Illinois. We said that. And he's Cook County.
We're near Chicago, and he was born in Chicago, I think. He was born in Cook County.
Yeah, and
Which is a county or two away from us.
Yeah, and I'm clicking... Oh, God. I clicked on his picture, like, his little picture here with the little, like, sign. Police department. It says, is that like, Displains? Displains? I don't... I'm from here, clearly. Displains. That's close. I've heard of that before. It's close.
Yeah.
So that's terrifying that somebody killed somebody near us.
But
we
he
should go-
died, like, before we were born, so...
Never mind, bad idea. I was like, we should go visit the correctional center. I was like, never mind.
No.
Never mind. We should go, like, drive past it. We see, like, a hitchhiker. We're like, oh, need a ride? That'd totally be me. I'm too nice. Execution by lethal injection. Okay, what did you learn just off the bat? Let's click on his Wikipedia page. Only Wikipedia sources.
He killed, like, 33 teenage boys or something like that.
Oh, he was a boy killer.
He was a boy killer. He, like, molested
33.
boys.
Oh, I don't like that.
It was...
Him and, Dahmer. Dahmer was in Milwaukee, which is also semi-close to us. So,
it's
like...
in the next state. Milwaukee's in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, Milwaukee was... That's what I remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah, scary.
It's
one
like
count of sexual
an hour and a half away,
What is
right?
one count?
Sodomy?
Sodomy? What does that mean?
It's like, sexual stuff with adolescent boys.
Oh, I don't like that. He only got one count of that and one count of
Yeah.
Oh, and he got one count of indecent liberties as a child.
We're not doing well.
No, I'm not doing well. I'm gonna cough up a lung. Yeah.
So what I've determined is a lot of the serial killers had abusive family members. Oh, he also I think he might have gotten molested by his uncle, or that was someone else, I do not know. But, like, don't abuse your kids.
Don't abuse
because they might end up being serial killers.
I mean, there's plenty of other reasons.
Causation does not equal correlation, but pretty
is
sus.
You said it backwards.
Whatever.
Correlation is not equal
Y'all know
causation.
what I mean.
Y'all took stats, right?
Y'all took stats, right?
He
married, I want to say 3 people. 3 women.
Whoa!
3 women.
He got 3 women to be like,
mins.
yeah, I'll marry that.
Yeah. He's fat, too.
Oh,
so I was like...
Fat.
He was the manager for, like, 3 Kentucky Fried Chickens.
All
and I was
right.
like, seems legit.
You're throwing shade at Kentucky Fried Chicken managers now.
I'm sorry. No,
I see.
It was his, like, second wife or something. His, like, father-in-law was like, yeah, go to Waterloo, Iowa, and run these 3 Kentucky Fried Chickens.
That's, okay. The other interesting thing about Gacy is he was the clown murderer, is what they call
he's
him.
known as, like, it was Patches the Clown, or...
Pogo, yeah, I think Pogo and Patches.
Yeah, he created his own persona. He worked at, like, a clown thing.
Yeah, known to Carol, because, okay, it's not...
Interesting fact, though, he taught himself how to do, like, clown paint, and the smile that he put had sharp edges, which is not very common.
That gave me chills.
Yeah, because every other, like, person that worked with him was like, that's not common. Like, you're supposed to do, like, rounded smiles so you don't scare children.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah.
Nah.
Joker-esque.
Okay, Gacy became known as, quote, Killer Clown, end quote, because of his charitable services at fundraising events, parades, and children's parties. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I read that and all my information left my brain. It's not like he killed people in the clown costume.
No.
I think that would be much more notable, and I think I'd be deathly afraid of him.
But imagine,
as a person.
like, as a parent, you, like, hired him to be at your kid's birthday party, and then you found out that he killed 33 like,
boys,
adolescent... They weren't all adolescent boys, but a lot of them were.
Alright, 33 people is what
33
we're gonna say.
people.
33 people is who he killed, and you're like, oh yeah, he was at my kid's birthday party.
Yeah.
I wonder... No, I think that would have been, like, that's something my grandma would do. That's one story my grandma would have. Like, oh, I accidentally hired
a serial killer
for your uncle's party.
Whoops.
Uh-oh. Like, yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, no, that's my mom's side of the family. I bet somebody accidentally hired him. They live down south, though, so they'd be like, oh, yeah, Bubba's birthday party?
Bubba?
I accidentally hired John Wayne Gacy. Found out a couple months later, killed 33 people.
Yeah.
Be like,
oh, he had, what was it? Something about...
Gacy was overweight and not athletic.
Yeah, he was overweight, but he had something wrong with him that the doctors are like, you can't play any sports. So...
That's where
not all of his fault.
That's where it all went wrong.
Yeah, his father was abusive to his wife and kids. He had, like, 2 sisters.
Yeah, his father regularly belittled him.
Yeah, he used to hit him with, like, belts and stuff all the time for, like, no reason. He was just an angry person. He always saw Gacy as, like, a disappointment. So, don't have such high standards for your kids either.
Yeah.
Don't be butts.
Don't be butts. Yeah, this is, Oh, Gacy himself was molested by... That's what I was looking for. Molested by a family friend. A contractor who would take Gacy for rides in his truck, then fondle him. Mm-hmm. Gacy never told his father about these incidents, afraid his father would blame him.
Yeah.
Don't victim blame.
Don't victim blame.
What we can learn from serial killers.
Don't be abusive.
Don't be abusive. Don't blame.
Don't victim blame.
No toxic masculinity. I see a lot of that going on.
Disgusting.
Oh, see, heart condition.
Yeah, he had a heart condition that he couldn't, like, do any sports.
Or to avoid all sports at school.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was...
See, I get very compassionate. Like, I feel bad. Like,
that's a thing, too, is, like, should we be compassionate about serial killers?
Yeah, because on one hand, I totally believe these people are absolutely evil, and they literally deserve to die, because they killed people.
Yeah.
Terribly. But, like, you look at them when they're young and they're like, you feel bad for little John Wayne Gacy. He had his ass beat all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm compassionate to be, like, compassionate towards that person, but they're obviously different people.
He actually, like, I don't... This is gonna sound weird, because it'll sound like I'm compassionate about him, but I actually despise him. But I do understand that he is, like, abused and stuff. For how much he, like, his father said he failed, and he didn't, like, graduate high school and stuff, he made really good living. Like, he became a manager, like, despite not having graduated high school. Like, I don't know, man.
He tried, man.
He got high up in the ladders, but...
I bet Kentucky Fried Chicken really appreciates you discussing their dealings with John Wayne Gacy.
Colonel.
Colonel.
God
damn it.
Oh yeah, his cruising years, as he called it, which is nasty.
I don't like that. Give me a summary. I don't want to read it.
His cruising years are, like, when he would, find, like, young boys, like, some were runaways, like, that got off, like, a Greyhound bus, and, like, he would...
Everything happens bad with Greyhound buses. Do those exist anymore? I feel like they
Maybe,
should.
I don't know.
It's all about the Pace bus now. You can't get murdered. You can't get murdered while getting off a Pace bus. That's just downright illegal.
He would, like, offer... One thing he did a lot was he would offer boys, like, jobs, and then proceed to, like, blackmail them and molest them and make them do, like, oral stuff to him. Nasty stuff.
No. I don't like that.
Yeah.
See, that was where I was going before. Like, I feel bad because they were obviously brought up bad, but, like, it's like nature versus nurture thing. There's also people out there that had, like, similar background stories of, like, oh, my father would beat me, and then my mother died, and then I was out alone, and then I became president. Like, what goes wrong to where some people overcome these things and become, like, the greatest people ever? Like, like, they overcome and they help other people, versus they totally do the opposite and take a downward spiral into Murderville.
One thing, the reason that he killed all boys is
stuff.
Because he struggled with his sexuality a lot, and he came out to his second wife, I think, as bisexual, and then she divorced him.
Oh.
And he was like, shit. But he was still killing boys, so, like, still not okay.
Yeah, still not okay, but, like, yeah, no, everything about this not okay. There's a lot of names.
He killed a lot of boys.
Bad.
He buried them under his, like, house. He buried them in, like, his crawl space, under his, like, bedroom, his kitchen, like, some nasty stuff. And he, like, piled them, because they talk about how, like, they discover, like, the boys, like, this one was on top of this one, which was on top of this one, and I'm like, oh my Jesus.
I could never be, like, a police officer.
Some of the boys that he, like, molested and stuff got away and didn't die, but still.
See, that was, like, there's a lot of comparisons we can make between Jeffrey Dahmer and him, but, like, one of the things was the police, well, this doesn't have to do anything, but it's a trigger in my mind, because I get absolutely triggered when people, like, have scenarios like this. A kid was running away from Jeffrey Dahmer, and then he claimed to be his dad and was like, oh, we're just having, like, a thing, and the officer was like, listen to your dad, son, and then he went home and murdered him.
Yeah.
And the police officer didn't even, like, check anything. Like, I guess we're better now, obviously.
No, the thing about him was he was very, very
fuck that guy.
Sneaky. He was part of some, like, club or something, and, like, he got convicted for something, and everyone, like, rallied behind him. They were like, he couldn't do this. Like, he had a lot of support. So, I don't think it's all the police's fault, because they had a lot of testimonies for, like...
Okay, so how do you expect people... You can't just, like, go into random people's houses and start looking through their stuff, looking for, like, dead bodies, so that's understandable. But, like, Yeah. But especially back then, when is this? The 70s? You don't have cell phones.
No,
you
this
don't
is
have
the
like
90s, I think.
What?
Oh, well, it goes from like the 70s to 90s. It's
still even they don't have cell phones in between that time.
They
cell
don't.
phones are a very recent thing and are like anything like that. That's why I'm so scared. I watch like episodes of that 70s show. I'm like, just Google it, and then I'm like, oh wait, this is supposed to be set in the 70s where they don't have computers. Like, can you imagine?
No.
If somebody like took my phone right now, I'd have like a heart attack because I'd be like, how do I like? I'll just call somebody.
How do I do things?
Oh wait, I don't know. I can't call anybody. I don't have my cell phone. Like I don't know. I wouldn't be able to survive. So it's weird that like it's weird that existed especially because we're Gen Z, we grew up with phones. So like it's weird. But yeah, I guess it makes it a lot easier for these people to get away like that because they didn't have the technology we have today to find these poor people. But
he also wasn't like a lot of serial killers where he like just dumped them like in the woods or something. He buried them under his house.
I'd hate that.
No.
Well, see, that's why I think it's
all three of his wives like lived in that house too.
Oh God, can you imagine the smell?
Actually, one of the investigators was saying, because when they, like, finally convicted him for stuff, and they were like, this man's seriously suspicious. They were like, they would take him to his house, and one of them would, like, distract him, while the other one, like, went into his bedroom and, like, tried to find stuff. And he mentioned that when he was, like, in the bathroom, he was, like, flushing the toilet or something, and, like, a weird smell came from the vents.
Horrified.
And he was, like, of rotting corpse. And I was like...
I'm horrified.
I was like, what? If it smells like a rotting corpse, you should get a warrant.
Get a warrant. Is that
Scared.
Enough? Is that enough to be like, judge, issue a warrant? I smell a dead body. Do you know what? I don't know what dead bodies smell like. I don't want to know what dead bodies smell like. Yeah, no.
And then he was sent to death row. Yeah, I think
death row.
He was on death row for 14 years. 14.
That's a lot. Even though it's expensive to kill people these days.
Yeah.
Oh, what an interesting last meal. He ordered a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, a dozen fried shrimp, French fries, fresh strawberries, and a Diet Coke. He went with Diet Coke. Okay.
This is the one when he was getting executed, it like messed up, like the chemicals clogged in the IV and stuff, and it just like prolonged the execution.
Good. I feel like the more people you killed, the more time it should take. Final words, but kiss my ass. I knew that.
Yeah.
See, don't be a dick about it. That's your real psychopath then.
Yeah.
Don't you have to be a psychopath to be a serial killer? I feel like No?
Not always. Sometimes you're just crazy. And you hear things.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay.
Or you just have... There's one that we might get to. I don't know. But he couldn't hold an erection, and then he was like, I'm gonna murder people. And I was like, oh my good God. Wonderful motives.
Stun me. Backyard mail. Oh God. That's so sad. How do you not identify people? I feel like there's 1, 2,
They were
6,
like runaways and stuff.
6
homeless boys.
Yeah, 6 non-identified boys, and they only have the area that they were found to describe them.
Yeah, there's a lot of, in like these serial killers, there's a lot of unknown bodies still to this day.
Body 10 and body 13. That's terrifying. That's the worst thing. That's why with ghosts and stuff, like, that's why I get so upset. Because, like, if they're unnamed, like, that's what Ghost Adventures, they try to do. They try to say a name and get a name so that way they can get some sort of rest with it. Because, like, if you got murdered and nobody knows who murdered you, where you went, where you are. What your name is. Yeah, you're just a body. You're just body 10 and body 13.
Yeah.
That chills me. That's terrifying. So scary. And like if you're just like a torso, like your face is gone, I feel like that's tormenting.
There's a torso murder in this list.
I don't like that. Alright, are we ready to move on from this man's?
John Wayne Gacy is stupid and we should hate him.
We should hate him.
He had a shitty childhood, but still.
Ew. He engaged in necrophilia.
Oh yeah, he worked at like as a mortuary assistant for a while, and he said that was his first homosexual experience, was he, like, clambered into this, like, teenage boy's casket and, like, fondled him, and I was like...
the worst thing in the world. I think I was watching a documentary on Jeffrey Dahmer, and it was another similar experience. I don't know why, but he was at, like, a funeral for somebody he didn't really know. Like, he just, like, showed up at somebody's... Like, you can go to people's funerals. Like,
I sure hope. Don't let that happen to mine.
I'll have all the random people at your funeral. I say, hey, everybody come on in.
It's a party!
No, but he was, I think that's a thing, right? Where you can go to people's funerals, especially back then. Like, it was just like a community thing. Like, where
you could just show up if
someone's
someone's dead and you show up.
You just show up, pay your respects. But he went, like, he, like, looked at the corpse, and then he went to the corpse, and then went to the bathroom and did his thing. And it was like, that's so weird. I know, it's like, it's, like, how I'm, like, surprised, all these things, like, surprised Pikachu face at all these things, but then I have to remember, oh, wait, these are, like, highly known serial killers that have had their names, like,
in newspapers, like, on the news.
Yeah, they're gonna be remembered for the rest of history. You're gonna know John Wayne Gacy forever.
Louis Garavito? Vito? I don't know.
Right, I don't know this guy, so...
We'll just refer to him as Louis.
So how, 62 when he died?
Mm-hmm.
Colombian serial killer.
Colombian serial killer.
So he's... Alright, we got a non-American fellow here.
He had a lot of murders.
A lot of murder.
How many
other names? The Beast.
Yeah, they call him the Beast.
That's gross. I don't like that. He got 1,853 years in prison, reduced to...
Plus, in, like, 9 days or something like that. This is the one I was telling you about. Because Colombia has, like, this thing where they don't have the death penalty one. And they have, like, a max amount of years that you can give a prisoner is, like, 40 years.
What was that? What was that camper just moved?
Oh, I just smashed my foot on the ground, sorry.
Are we gonna get murdered
on
camera?
So, and he helped, like, the police find where he dumped some of his victims, so they reduced it to 22 years in prison.
Is he alive now?
I sure hope not. I think he died of, like, a heart attack.
Oh, yeah, I totally saw a death date in there. Hold on. Back on the other page, it said he died. I swear.
A lot of the ones that aren't American are, like, their moms were prostitutes, is what they say.
Why does it say? It said born January 25th, 1957, age 62 years.
He might be still alive.
That's terrifying to me.
I honestly don't know.
You okay? What the fuck? I keep hearing things. Okay, victim type and killing patterns.
He dumped his victims in, like, a forest.
Peasants. It describes them as peasants.
Yeah. This is Colombia.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's different characters that would see. Yeah, he would just basically lure them away doing...
Target boys. Like,
offering work. That's so sad.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, this is the guy that would, like...
disguises and such.
He would, Is he the one that couldn't hold her erection? I don't know. Maybe?
I don't like things I'm reading here, and that shouldn't be allowed on YouTube anyway, so... It's talking about the ways he would torture is the word I'm looking for. Torture them.
Yeah.
No. Don't like that.
I don't think he was more often, like, killed them instead of molesting them, but he did molest them.
During the torture killing portion.
Which is gross.
Yeah, most corpses showed signs of prolonged torture.
Yeah.
That's the worst. I hate people that kill children the most. You're the worst. People doing anything to children really just gets my goat. Gets me off my rocker and on the frickin' floor. I hate people that... Children are, like, the best. Because they're so innocent and normal and, like, just, like, you know, when you have, like, a fresh thing of Play-Doh, you, like, pop open the Play-Doh can, you're like, that's what a child is.
You like it, you're like...
Gross!
You're like salt.
We all liked Play-Doh. They're salty.
Salt.
Oh, I sound like... Okay.
I hope none of you ingested that. I know it's not toxic, but also gross.
Fun to play, not to eat.
Fun to play, not to eat.
Fun to play, not to eat. But yeah, no, people that do things to children are the worst. They have the lowest place in hell in my mind, because killing a adult is one thing. That's bad. Killing bad. But, like, killing child and torturing children, even worse. Even, like, it's like, how could you?
Yeah. He was arrested on separate charges of attempted rape. Sorry, I almost threw up.
Sorry, I just almost threw up.
Something... Oh, one of the things, how they, like, convicted him, or were, like, able to, like, make it stick, was he had this eye condition, and at one of the body, like, the places he, like, put bodies, he left his glasses. He also left, like, spit and gum and cigarettes, which is, like, wow, very sloppy.
Yeah, but it's like, they don't have back then they don't have the technology,
yeah,
kind of.
But he was in prison, and the police were like, we'll just do, like, an eye exam for the whole prison so he doesn't get suspicious and he won't lie about his, like, eye condition. And, because they wanted to make sure there were special glasses for his eye condition. And they were like,
oh, that's a smart police officer if they, like, get his prescription. Yeah. And then they're like, this prescription's your prescription.
And then when he was
found by this guy.
Also, when he was out of his cell, they would take, like, DNA samples off, like, his pillow and stuff, and then test it against the saliva and stuff that they found. And it matched! And they were like, you're done for!
Yeah, I'm glad they invented DNA.
They invented DNA.
I'm glad they invented DNA.
Perfect.
Testing. So you can match this stuff super easy. That's how they found Jack the Ripper. Did you know they found out who it was? Because they found, like, old... like, DNA doesn't die.
No.
So, like, they found his DNA on
there
something.
It is. However, Colombian law limits imprisonment to 40 years.
Colombia, what are you doing?
And because Garavito, I don't know, helped police find the victims' bodies, his sentence was further reduced to 22 years. He is serving his sentence in Colombian prison, the exact location of which is unavailable to the public. He's held in separate from all other prisoners because it is feared he would be killed immedially.
He is scheduled to be released in 2021.
2021.
I'm scared. Okay, no, but you know that I know that... That's the thing. That was the thing before. He would be killed immediately. That's the thing. I don't think this guy is living more than, like, a couple of days outside of prison.
No.
Somebody's gonna kill him.
They're keeping him in a separate prison because they're scared that the other prisoners will kill him.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because the
other prisoners are like, who kills children?
Yeah, that's because most of, like, I want to say majority of people in jail are like, I accidentally, like, well, maybe they're like, I assaulted a woman, like, armed robbery, I sold a lot of drugs, now I'm in here forever. They're like, yeah, I accidentally robbed a bank.
Yeah,
but they're like, we don't molest children.
Kill kids. We don't do that.
Yeah, so, like, other prisoners will definitely, like, F up the guys that are convicted of hurting children. Like, that's, like, it's, like, a known fact. So when he gets out, you know for a fact, like, I don't think his ways are going to be changed in those 44 years.
A lot of the public in Colombia have, like, rioted that, like, his sentence isn't long enough.
Yeah.
So...
yeah.
They might...
yeah.
Who knows? We're not a part of... We don't control Colombia.
Yeah, we don't control Colombia.
Unfortunately.
Our vote is to keep him in jail. Colombia, if you're listening.
My vote
Colombia
is
as a whole.
Kill him. Put him on death row.
I just say keep him there till he literally dies. Like, I don't care.
I guess,
like,
yeah. Either death row or, like, life in prison.
Yeah, either way. It says... some have argued he deserves either life in prison or the death penalty, neither of which exist in Colombia.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like we're saying something smart.
It's like I read this.
But you know, he's not gonna last more than
I sure
like
hope
a couple days in
outside.
Yeah, outside in normal society. There's like a billion people upset at him.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of people.
How many victims did he have?
He was found guilty of 132 out of, like, 170 something murders.
It says 138 confirmed, claimed 300. I don't know what that means. So I'm guessing 138 confirmed. So you take 138, you times that by, let's guess that there's at least 2 parents of each of those victims. So you multiply that number.
He was found guilty on 138 of the 172 accounts. The others ongoing. Wait. Yeah. The others are ongoing.
Yeah. So you think about all the people that are associated with those 138 victims. They're going to be upset. And some of them are clearly still alive today. So it's going to be like, yo, this guy killed my uncle. I'm going to go kill this
I mean, that's why his sentence was like 1,000 years. Because it
adds up.
Yeah, there's like a good amount of years to each murder.
Yeah,
and there's 138, so...
It's a good amount of... Every body adds up. Don't murder people.
Don't murder.
Don't murder. Oh, there it goes. Notes. Wow, this guy was short. I guess we'll see in 2 years from now. Let's see what happens. We'll come back to this exact podcast. We're like, back into time. We'll be like, we'll see if my predictions are right. I predict... How much you want to bet on it? You want to say...
Nothing.
No,
Not at
well,
all.
I say he'll be killed in 3 days. 3 days is what I say. He'll be outside, and then they'll be like, this guy found dead. Shot. Stabbed by, like, 2,000
sarcastic
people.
Pokemon.
Government lets out serial killer.
Serial killer immediately kills.
Oh, yeah, immediately
government.
kills. Or serial killer immediately gets killed, even though he may or may not be a better person to society. Government. I don't think people like that can change. If you kill 138 people and you don't say, oh, somewhere along the way, this might be wrong. I don't think you can change with the 44 years.
No matter as far as 132 people.
Yeah, that's like. I'm like by like 90.
38 actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He did kill 132 people. He just killed 6 more than also. But yeah, like, I don't know, about, like, maybe 70 in, and you're just, like, stabbing somebody, and you're like, this might be wrong.
Maybe
no, that never occurred to you? Uh-oh. So, yeah, no, I don't think somebody that killed that many people can change. Alright, we'll be waiting for you.
He looks really gross.
He does. He's got, like, that pedo mustache.
He is a pedo.
Gross.
And a murderer, so.
Yeah, and a rapist.
Yep.
We don't like rapists.
We don't. Not in this household.
Not in this household. Not in this camper hold.
Okay, next one's Gary Ridgway.
I don't like people named Gary. Sorry.
Sorry, Garys out there that are actually okay-ish.
Son, mother. I like Google filling in things. He looks gross.
This man is creepy.
American serial killer. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah.
Spouses. Hey, 3 spouses.
He has 3 spouses.
Is that, see, I told you, things in threes are bad.
Things in threes.
Things in threes are bad. If you have 3 spouses, you're automatically a serial killer.
Suspicious.
You better hurry up and get that 4th spouse on your list, so otherwise we're going to start looking at you weird. 48 separate murders. See, now we're going to just be like, oh, 48? That other guy did 38. Or 138.
Yeah, but that's in Colombia.
This in Colombia.
This guy's from America.
Where typically we're more...
People are like, there are dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
you're going to be looked at like, Alright, this guy, he liked to kill teenage girls and women in the state of Washington in the 80s and 90s. Ew, he was alive when I was alive? I don't want to know. His mugshot, November 2001. Was I alive? Yeah, I was alive then. I was like...
I think he's still alive. But he's in prison, though.
Date apprehended. I mean... Confessed to... Oh, convicted... Oh, whoa! Convicted of... I thought those numbers were backwards. Convicted of 49. Confessed to 71. Do you think they remember? Like...
He actually said... It says somewhere in here that he killed so many he lost track.
I don't like that.
It's nasty. Like, he could name a couple of them, but he's like...
Yeah, about 30 in, I think I started to lose count. Yeah. So gross. I don't like that. No.
He was a bedwetter.
No, bedwetter. Ha! I'm gonna laugh at you, because you were a bedwetter and you also killed people, so I have a right to laugh at you. Nothing against people that went to bed, but, you know. Adult life. Hey, he graduated high school, and he married his 19-year-old high school girlfriend. And then he joined the Navy. This is interesting.
Yeah.
murders. He looks like a crusty butthole. Like, he looks like, he doesn't look like a clean person.
No. You can look these people up, too.
Yeah, follow along as we Wikipedia. Scroll through with us. Learn with us about crusty butthole that is, what's this guy's? Gary.
This guy isn't...
He is a very
I was almost going to say
guy.
this guy isn't very interesting, but that's just compared to all the others.
Compared to the other one. Because, well, they're all interesting.
Yeah.
Because all serial killers are interesting. That was the other thing about I wanted to write... One time I had a dream about... Alright, time out about my dream about serial killers, though. It started out like I was watching a movie, but also in the movie. We've all had dreams like that.
I think you told me this.
But in my dream, I was in a family of 12 children. Right? Oof. It was like one of those random ass. Okay, and my dad...
19 kids and counting.
But I murdered my 12 children, but number 8 got away.
Oh. That'd be a good book.
I was gonna write it! Nobody steal my book idea. I'm copywriting this.
Copyrighted. Right now.
Done. But it went like whack, but how I started writing it down because I was like, this dream is very interesting. It was freaking scary because I was being chased around by a serial killer the entire time. I'll tell you little bits and pieces about, so 12 kids, right? I was one at 12. I need to stop tapping on the table.
Shaking it.
Thank you for interrupting me with your... I was one of 12 kids, and it started out like how I was writing it. It was like, every serial killer has a thing. Some people kill women, some people kill people with, like, I don't know, I was, like, 12 when I wrote this. It was like, some people kill, like, tall people with blue eyes, and that's their thing. This serial killer's thing was his children. He had it like
some
I could have written it.
Mass kill people that don't have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Looking at you, Hitler. Looking at you. I could write this better now that I have a sense of grammar and like
more IQ.
Yeah, more IQ and a grip of the English language. Sometimes that he had meticulously planned it out.
He's like, I'm going to have 12 kids and then murder them.
I'm going to have 12 kids, and this is how I'm going to murder all of them and my wife, and I'm going to get away with it.
Whoa.
And so...
I'd read that.
So, yeah, but, I was last. He had, I think I was, a middle child, so he was going from this way in, and I was going to be last, so he tormented me the most because I found out what he was doing early on, and I couldn't get help from anybody. I don't know why, but I was, on the run constantly, but how I written portions of it was, I was told they went away to, summer camp.
The farm.
They, they went to the ranch with Dr. Phil, I was told this and this. One went with grandma, one went here, but never heard from some of my siblings again. It was the day in my dream, I remember I pulled out this tub, and he had planned out how he was going to murder each of them. Mm-hmm. And one of my younger siblings, not really my younger siblings, but they were a toddler age, from under the bed, he suffocated them in a Tupperware bin. And that he kept them there.
Oh my god.
So yeah, he or she, I don't really, I couldn't tell if it was a he or she, I knew at the time, but they were in this little Tupperware bin, and I pulled it out, and I remember, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrifying, and this is my dream, and I had planned this all out in my head. I don't know, am I crazy? But that he had planned out how to kill each of his 12 children, and I was like, this is whack. I don't know if I stole this from somewhere. Somebody tell me if this was a thing that
so.
I've never heard of it. I tried to Google it, but maybe I'll write a movie one day about a guy that had 12 children and killed all of them. And I remember he killed
You're in the long game if you're doing that.
Yeah,
longest game.
12's a long time. That's at least how much time do you have to wait between each children? Popping out each children. Okay, so it's at least
2 months.
13 years?
Yeah.
Because 12 children? So maybe there's twins in there. Who knows? So maybe he counted for that.
9 months.
He wouldn't have known. Maybe
That's around 12.
Maybe he accounted for it. Okay. So that's a long time to plan something out like that. Something like that out.
Yeah.
So, it didn't really happen. It happened in my mind, but I think it'd make a great book.
Mine said, This is it.
This is it. Hire me if you want my idea. I'll take
but
nothing
it's copyrighted
less than $1
right
million.
now.
$1 billion, actually.
$1 billion.
$1 billion. But yeah, that was my dream about a serial killer that was my dad. And I remember hiding on a billboard in the middle of an icy lake. That's the only thing I can remember from that. And then it went kind of silly from there. Like, my dream was, like, pulling out dead toddler from suffocated, like, and then it was like, I'm ice skating, and this birder is trying to catch me on the ice skates. And I was like, yeah.
Can we skip this guy? I'm bored.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm bored with you, Gary. Oh, I don't want to live.
No.
Confirmed. It's so sad.
He killed a lot of women.
4 days in between disappearance and found with a lot of these. Why are these all found on the same day? I was like, why did they all disappear on the same day? No, close. These 2 days of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Found within 3 days. Oh, disappeared in October and then I don't like that.
It went on for a lot of years.
3 years between those ones.
And there's some 2 unidentified bodies.
Oh, I don't like that they call them Jane Doe. Jane Doe B10 and Jane Doe B17. I don't like that.
They reconstructed their faces based on their bone structure, though, to possibly help.
Yeah, like give family members, like, is this your lost loved one? Yeah. Undiscovered.
One of the serial killers that we might get to, he would sketch out his victims, which actually helped in the cold cases. I heard of something. He was actually pretty good at drawing.
Is that the one that came out recently? I heard of somebody recently that
I don't know.
He they just recently caught him and he killed over 80 people, women really.
Try Samuel Little.
And he found Samuel. What is it? That's not how you spell Samuel. Oh, Jackson. That's not who I'm looking for. Little. Oh yeah, this is him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. This was recent that I saw
He drew his yeah, he did. It was recently.
Yeah. Okay,
he drew some of his victims, and it actually
he's alive today.
Yeah,
because we just saw him on the news or something.
I think he's on death row. I sure hope so.
Yeah, you would think so, because he killed as many as 93 people and linked him to over 60 murders. Most prolific serial kisser. Prolific serial killer in the United States history. He murdered women across 19 states over a quarter of a century, ending around 2005. Dear God, this guy's recent. Yeah, very recent.
Which is creepy.
Creepy as hell. I don't like serial killers. I feel like let's put a ban on serial killers.
Perfect.
Let's make serial killers illegal. I'm gonna run as president, and that's gonna be my campaign slogan. Anyways,
ban serial killer.
Yeah, ban serial killers. But yeah, he was the one that he drew out. Yeah, these are the pictures that he drew.
His name's Samuel Little, if you want to look it up.
Oh yeah, Samuel Little.
He drew him with surprisingly good.
They gave him they went to Michael's. They bought him a freaking pastel set. They said, "Draw me who you murdered," and it's not something I couldn't do. I could definitely draw this. It's not.
Yeah, but at least he didn't forget after 30 people. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he remembered each of them. That's what the other interesting thing is too. How do these people forget how many they murdered? That's just wild to me. Maybe it's because I'm a sane person and not insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you lose your humanity that much? A lot of these are
suspected.
Yeah, and also black females.
Yeah, he killed a lot of black females.
Unnamed black female.
A lot.
Joe. Remembering names, how do you... Oh, white female, okay. Oh, terrible.
Granny? That's creepy.
Yeah, he just, on Team Money and
Same.
Anne. How do you come across... Oh, one Hispanic female. How do you come across people and you, forget, you put... I don't, it just, doesn't, it's one of those things that's, does it click in my brain? Of, not remembering, a face to a name.
It's you can forget someone's face, you meet someone in school and you forget their name or, their face, but, You killed this person.
Yeah,
You took this person's life.
Yeah, you took everything from them. Like, how do you remember that it was just their, like, first name, or forget their name? Like, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work for me. Personal life, health. Uses a wheelchair, has diabetes and a heart condition.
Yep.
I wonder, yeah, no. Not a fan. The drawings makes it even more creepier, because that means he can remember a couple of them. I wonder what made them stand out. Like, were they ones that, like, fought the most, or, like what made them stand out, the ones that he did a portrait of? Just, like, I don't know. Freaking heckin' weird. He provided 26 sketches.
Yeah.
Do you think how horrifying do you think it was for maybe somebody that was, like, scrolling through or watching, like, the 60 Minutes episode on it, and they noticed,
saw
like, a
portrait,
sketch,
and they were like, that looks exactly like my family member.
Yeah, my family member that went missing. And then you're like, on the phone, you're like, I think I can name that one. She looks awfully familiar. How terrifying. Never do I want that to happen
like,
to me.
you probably had hope that you would see them one day, and then all of a sudden you're like, that's them.
You're making me depressed.
I'm sorry, y'all. Should we skip?
Do we have any? Now? Yeah. How much? Yeah. What's our time at?
51.
51.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's already been 51
part 2?
Minutes. Oh, we could continue with serial killers. Maybe like
keep going?
Spooky Christmas session. Like,
maybe.
This is Halloween. Then we would come up with our Christmas is like, I don't know what kind of ideas for podcasters. Like, talking about Jesus and the reasons we celebrate
Jesus.
Christmas. So maybe we can do that.
Christmas traditions, maybe.
Serial killers. Serial killers of Christmas time. Yeah, we could continue this guy.
I don't know. Do you want to?
We love
do
talking
this
about.
Guy last?
Oh yeah, let's do him.
Is this our last one?
Yeah.
Richard
Cottingham.
Alright, this is our last guy.
Last guy here.
He
looks like Santa Claus. We should have saved it for freaking Christmas.
Next episode.
6+. Oh no. I hope that's not the ages of his victims. Is that... I hope he killed 6+ people that were 85 to 100 years old.
I don't think
that's what that means, but, the torso killer and the prostitute murders.
This guy is different from the Cleveland torso murderer.
Oh, different torso.
Different torso murderer.
Torso murder.
Toaster strudel.
Officially he's killed 6 people, but he claims that he killed between 85 and 100 people. How do you...
He might be being like, yeah, I killed a lot of, like, probably a lot of the people that the Cleveland torso murderer killed.
He's taking credit for somebody else's work.
He's like...
So fucking weird. I get good name for. Gross.
Marriage and children.
3 children at Lady of Our Lord's Church in Queensville, New York. Cute. 29-year-old was... oof.
Killing spree.
Good. Yeah, okay, so 6 people that they know of. I feel like, yeah, now that's a lot anticlimactic to the, like, 33.
You should have started at the bottom and gone to the top. Sorry, guys. This guy's short. I forgot.
Yeah,
We can do someone else.
Maybe okay. We could just sentenced to 173 to 197.
Yeah, years in prison.
Oh God. Oh no. He began torturing her, nearly biting off one of her.
Yeah.
Fill nipples. In the blank. Oh.
Can we say nipples?
Yeah, you can say nipples.
He tore off a lot. It was
weird.
No! He kept a lot of trophies.
I hate that sort of thing. Oh, that was the other thing that we could have talked about. Like,
we still can.
Keeps. Well, yeah, that's what I was going
Keepsakes?
For. Keepsakes from victims. Like, that's terrifying. I feel like that makes you even more crazy. Like, yeah. I feel like the level of crazy. You could be like, yeah, I killed a lot of people, but I don't remember them.
Yeah.
Like, that's a level of crazy, but, like, the more I feel like if you do remember him, I feel like that makes you a bit
You're
more
like,
crazier.
this is from this person?
This is from this girl that I met.
Yeah.
She was this many years old. She told me she had 3 dogs. And then you're like... What? Like...
Yeah, no, John Wayne Gacy, like, they found... One thing that they found was this mother was like, yeah, that's my son's high school ring because it had his initials into it.
Oh, that's
And so she was
weird.
like, that's my son's ring.
Do you think somebody's like, that's her nipple?
No, I don't think he kept her nipple.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Like, ow. Ow. Ow.
No, yeah. I don't like...
Keepsakes?
Yeah,
keepsakes are scary.
Yeah, I feel like the level of crazy that it gets is... That's a whole different tier of crazy.
They're like, this tooth is from this person. I knocked it out of their head. This is where we met.
God.
This is the date. This is the time. Like, that's... I'm scared.
I'm scared. That's even crazier. Like, you could, yeah. I don't know. I feel like when you compare scary stuff, like, there's, like, categories of, like, real life stuff versus, like, haunted house, like, the, like, horror movie, like, I'm thinking of, like, Michael Myers, like, the do-do-do-do-do-do, like, killer, stuff like that. Like, I mean, he's got a background sort of being, like, a serial killer.
Well,
but
it's very scary because it's something that's actually happened. It's a real thing that
like,
could happen again.
That's what with that guy, I was like, oh, he killed people, like, over there.
Like you could watch Halloween and be like, yeah, it's just an actor in a mask, but this is a real person that did this thing.
That showed up. Like, that other guy, he gets out in 2 years.
Yeah.
Is that how math works? Yeah, 2 years. That's
Less than?
Good thing we're not in Colombia.
Less than.
Less than
almost the end of
almost
2019.
Almost 1 year. Well, I didn't see a month on there, but, like, 1 to 2 years, he's out of there. Good thing we're not in there. Good thing our good old Uncle Sam has given us the rights to life in prison and the death penalty for such scum. I sound like I'm just, like, hearing my own voice. It's, like, all stuffy. I sound like Urkel.
You're convicted of jaywalking. How do you plead? I'll take the death penalty, please.
The judge is like, what? Could you be taken to court for jaywalking?
No.
Do you think?
No, I don't think so.
They're like calling a jury of people.
Like,
people are there from their jobs. They're like teachers have been called from class to sit on your jury.
The judge comes and he's looking at the file and he's like, you jaywalked?
You jaywalked. He just, like, closes it and he, like, gets up and he, like,
guilty.
Guilty. Case closed.
Yeah.
And his little knocker thing. They don't have, like, the, like...
Javelin?
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 Guilty. Gavel is what you're looking at. They have, like, little rocks on their thing. Yeah, they don't do, like, the gavel thing anymore. They wear, like, the robes, but they have, like, little knockers that they just do. Maybe some have gavels. That was, like, an older thing, though. They just do, like, the order.
It's just a bell.
He's, like, aggressively ringing the bell at you.
It's one of those, like, counter things.
I like how they put minor offenses on here and shoplifting at a department store.
A lot of them were, like, first arrested for, like, minor, like, infractions and stuff.
You know, it's...
Minor meaning,
shoplifting
like...
is the gateway drug to murder.
Breaking and entering and stuff like that.
I didn't know it was breaking and entering. I thought it was, like, breaking and entering. Like, breaking and entering.
That's why it's called B and E.
Well, I didn't
know. Breaking and entering.
I didn't know that. Like, when I was little, I'd be like, oh my god,
You're just breaking.
He was breaking and entering. like, that's what I thought.
Breaking and entering.
Like, I don't know. I hear stuff like that all the time.
Imagine you're just like, oh, what's he convicted of? And you're just like, breaking.
Breaking.
They're like, what do you mean? You're like, yeah, I just broke the window and walked away.
I think that's called vandalism. That's another word.
Okay. We're on the same wavelength.
Okay, I think it's time to call our...
Our serial killers are coming to a close. We might come back...
You hear that? Stop killing people so we can only talk about...
Campaign.
Ban serial
killing. No more.
Banned.
Incorrect. Do not do.
Incorrect. Do not do. No longer.
Okay.
We'll see you guys in the next episode that comes out after this. We'll be
we will be filming in
2
minutes.
2 minutes. We'll be in different outfits and
this time we're actually trying.
We'll take the stupid hats off, we promise.
Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, you keep touching that thing.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if this is distracting the whole time.
Yeah, it's like...
Because I like to throw my head around.
Yeah, thrust my head out. This has got more weird stains on it. I had to...
These are old. These are from, like, what?
No!
3 years ago?
2.
2?
2 years ago. These are 2 years old.
Okay.
Yours is already coming off.
Yeah. Don't touch me.
We're gonna get flagged.
Alright, that's how we close it.
Cut! Bye. End it here.